Hey everyone, I'm Karan from Team Burst Logic. We're the folks behind Sustain It. I come from a cybersecurity background and I thought it'd be very interesting to have today's session on sustainability and AI architecture from my own personal lens. Over the past few years, we've seen AI evolve at an unbelievable pace, powering everything from medicine to automobiles to its own industry, and also some creative and non creative day to day tasks. But one question that we do not ask is what does it actually take to keep this intelligence running? The servers, the emissions, the water usage, the electricity that is behind all of this magic. In this session, I want to unpack how we can make AI not just smarter, but more sustainable. Because sustainability in AI is not about slowing down its progress, but about aligning it with the planet. The truth is, no model is actually free. A single large scale model can emit as much CO2 as 5 cars do in their entire lifetime. That is not a reason to stop, but a reason to redesign. Because intelligence should scale smarter, not heavier. So let's take a look at what makes AI leaner, cleaner, and more sustainable. Starting with designing it for efficiency. So the first thing we'll cover is model pruning. Every neuron in the neural net does not add value. Think of it as that one exam you gave when you were young and you could not stop remembering this one song instead of the actual answer to the questions. Well, you wish you had a delete button. In AI's case, they actually do. And that is what model pruning will be about. It'll be about removing all the noise, all the model weights that do not seem to add value. Then we have quantization. So, to achieve precision without losing meaning, right? If you take a 4K image and you can downscale it to 1080p and it looks clear, that is what quantization would be. In a more technical context, it would be about trying to reduce the movement of memory. So, going from an FP32 architecture to an INT8 one. The third key point is efficient inference. So, the good old application and cloud principles, right? Batching requests together, caching results, cutting repetition, and so on. Point two is to track the invisible because you cannot reduce what you cannot measure. The most powerful shift in any sort of system is its awareness. And here are some of the tools that help you make the invisible visible. Uh, they all will act as a fitness tracker, but for your models, right? Starting with Experiment Impact Tracker, which is just a pip install away. I would recommend you guys use this for when you're trying to train your models. You can embed it in that piece of code and have that sort of tracking up and running. Then we have a simple calculator that's hosted at the greenalgorithm.org link. And this will give you a good balance between what it would take to train or inference your AI versus the sort of emissions that would come at the cost of it. And lastly, Sustain It. Sustain It is the software that we have built for this particular hackathon to be able to test your models. And we do offer a lot more coverage than just AI and apps, right? We go all the way from bare metal to servers to data centers and so on and so forth. Coming back to the third point, you have to build it as a habit. So, sustainability is not really a feature that you come up with, it is not a one time project, it's a daily practice. So, just like any good engineering or good ethics, answering questions confidently about where you're deploying it, when are you training it, what pieces are you reusing becomes an integral part of this. And when done consistently, these small acts compound to massive efficiency gains in both financial as well as environmental impact. We've taught AI to recognize faces, to write poetry, and solve equations. But the next great leap is to teach it something deeper: awareness. Awareness of its own cost, its own footprint, and its place in a shared ecosystem. The world does not need less AI, it needs conscious AI. Models don't just learn from data, but from their impact. Because intelligence without conscience is just automation, but intelligence with conscience is evolution. We stand at a rare intersection of innovation and responsibility. The question is no longer can we build better AI, it's can we build it better for the planet. On that note, I want to wish you all the best of luck to build wisely, build efficiently, and build sustainability. Thank you so much.